Have you ever been frustrated with your boss or coworkers? Perhaps it's your family that knows just what buttons to push. Maybe you're feeling anxious, scared, worried. Perhaps the thoughts that you don't want are centered around food, cookies, cakes, chips. Or maybe it's cigarettes. Hi, I'm Joni Brewer with Brewer Hypnosis, and this is my introductory video to my Stop the Thought series. In this video, we're going to talk about why you should change those thoughts, how to change them, when to use these techniques, and then finally, how to track what's working for you. All right, so first, why should you use these techniques? Well, because then you can be calm and in control. You can have harmony in your life. You can reduce your stress. You see, when we have stress, we produce hormones that can cause havoc on our bodies and minds. So how do these techniques work? Well, I'm sure you've heard about neurons that fire together, wire together. And that's what you're doing because you have a habit of a way of thinking. When something happens, you have a habit in the way of thinking. I know that sounds odd, doesn't it? But it's true. You just have this habit. Those neurons have been firing together and wiring together. So what we're going to do is we're going to put up a roadblock and cause something new to happen. We're going to break those neurons apart and cause new, healthy connections. So that's the why and the how. The when is to use this throughout the day. Many times throughout the day. You can't overdose on these things. Honestly, you can't overdose on feeling calm and cool, in harmony. That's pretty great. And I want you to practice these. You see, when you practice them, then when you need it, it's right there. And the more you practice, the more you find that you won't need these techniques. It's pretty amazing. So do it throughout the day. Connect this to something else that you already do. Maybe it's before you eat or when you wash your hands. That's a great time to use one of these techniques. Or, and I know this is going to sound silly, but a lot of my clients find this really helpful, when you use the bathroom. Generally, when we use the bathroom, unless you've got little kids, generally we know that that's a time when we won't be disturbed. And we can take just a minute because none of these techniques take longer than a minute. You can use one of these techniques and just use that throughout the day. Practice. So, why? Decrease those stress hormones. How does it work? We're putting up that roadblock, making new connections. We're going to use this throughout the day. Now finally we get to tracking. Here's what I like you to do, or what I recommend. Go through the videos and choose one that you really think feels good for you, and use that for a week. Now, before you use that technique, what I want you to do is I want you to write down how you feel in any of those situations that may bother you. Just notice, like, how often do those feelings come up during the day? What does it feel like? How strong are those feelings when they come up? Then choose one technique and use that technique for a week. And then go back to what you've written down and notice how it's changed. Then choose another technique. Use that one for a week. And then sort of look at both of those techniques. Which one do you like more? Or maybe you like them both and you want to use both of them. That's great. And do that for each one of those techniques that speaks to you. Keep track so you know what's going on. The most important thing here is to promise yourself that you will use these techniques on a regular basis, a number of times throughout the day. Now, if you have any questions or if I can be of any more help to you, please contact me through my website, brewerhypnosis.com. You'll see there a place where you can sign up for a free strategy session. Thank you.